So today when I was in the pound shop, I seen all the makeup and I thought, let's buy it, test it, see what it's like, because if this stuff is decent then I will be saving a hell of a lot of money. The only thing that I couldn't get was anything for my eyebrows, and they didn't have any powder either, but everything else I've got, so let's get started. So first I'm going to take the foundation, and I've got a feeling this is going to be a bit dark. Mate, that does not smell, nah, that is not the one. Not the one at all. To be fair, the shade isn't too bad. The coverage, no, the coverage maybe not, but no, it's, I ain't gonna judge it yet. To be fair, literally any foundation I use is too dark, so this is kind of doing the job. So far I don't have much bad stuff to say about it, other than the coverage is really not there, and it actually, I'm looking a little bit closer now, and yeah, it's quite streaky and patchy. I'm going to add a little bit more just to see if it's buildable, because I need the coverage, because my sleep has been horrendous. So if I can get something to cancel out these eye bags, then all will be well. Oh, I haven't even got a concealer. I've not got a concealer, so if this foundation doesn't cover up these bags, then I'm not impressed. Right. So I'm looking closer, and as I'm like looking closer to it, you can see that it's quite patchy, but on camera I think it looks fine, and the colour match. I am actually a little bit tanned, and I don't usually tan, but I am a little bit darker than what I usually would be, so I am actually a bit lighter than my neck, to be fair. No, let's bring it a bit closer. It is very, very shiny, so I could really do some powder to set it down, but I do not have powder. So I will go straight in with the bronzer, and this bronzer is kind of scaring me a little bit. Right, let me just sit a bit straighter. It is very, very orange, so I'm going to try and take a light hand. I'm saying take a light hand as I stab it into the palette, yeah. Right, and it's not, to be fair, it's not quite sure. Yeah, wow, that is, yeah, it's a little bit too dark, and because I haven't got any powder to set this down, it's not really blending that well. I am so glad I'm not going out after this, because that, my friends, that is not okay. To be fair, I think if you had deeper skin tone, this would probably be alright, because it is quite pigmented. So no, it's not bad, it's just not my shade, but this was the palest one. Why am I dropping everything? This was the palest one they did, which is quite bad, but right. So I didn't get any eyebrow stuff, but I did pick up this palette, and I was thinking, yeah, I could use one of the shades in here, but now I'm looking at it, they're all shimmer shades. So see, that dark brown would have been my perfect shade, but it's shimmery. Do I have shimmery brows, or do I just go without them? Because these brows, these are not okay, but do you know what, let's do it. Let's have glittery eyebrows. Now I usually use a pencil, so using a powder isn't what I'm used to. So, and I'll make a little disclaimer here, I am not a makeup artist. I enjoy makeup, but I am not the best. Like, if you're clicking on this video for a little tutorial, I can't help you with that. To be fair, from a distance you cannot tell there's shimmer in it, but I'm looking in my mirror and yeah, I've got glittery eyebrows, but it's fine. I'm really not liking how this foundation's setting down. It's looking quite dry around everywhere, and the spots on my forehead are not covered, but it's fine. Everybody gets... Mate, these eyebrows. Now, I'm not sure if it's the product or my technique, but I'm going to blame the product because I ain't used to powder and I ain't used to having glittery brows. Right, so I was looking in the shop and I wanted to test out a few brushes, but this was the only one I could find. And to be honest, it's not looking the best. So I'm going to give it a go to do the eyeshadow, and if I really don't get along with it, then I will go back to my normal brushes. So I'm going to take this light one and just put it all over my eye just to set the lid. I'm genuinely talking about this like I've got a clue what I'm doing. I do not. I'm winging this, and that is basically how I do life. Okay. It's quite powdery, but for £1 and you get 4 shades, like it isn't terrible. I'm going to take like the lighter brown. I never put brown, like I never put shimmers in my crease. Why have I picked up that brush? I was trying to test out this Pound Shop brush. Let's try that again. To be fair, this brush isn't terrible. Like, if you're just starting out with makeup, like it's not the worst brush I've ever tried. It's probably a step up from them little sponge applicator brushes. But I am going to switch to my other brush just so I can blend it a bit better. What do I think of this? I think I don't like having shimmer in my crease. I'm going to take the gold shade right here, and I'm just going to put this on with my finger, see if it applies better with my finger. Actually, look at that. That is decent, like that is okay. Let's see if... Oh yeah, that big lump there is beautiful. It's not bad. It's not bad. Would I recommend this eyeshadow? Do you know what? I probably would. Like, for £1, you've got 4 shades, and like, that isn't bad eyeshadow. Aside from that lump of it I've just got there, but that isn't bad. Right, so I'm going to use this brush again and just take a bit of the brown under my eye. That's not really sticking to under my eye, but I think that's because my face is quite sticky with that foundation. Okay, so I picked up this highlighter, and it's not until I opened the packaging that I realised it was a cream highlighter. And I have never used a cream highlighter before, so, and mate, that feels horrible. That feels disgusting. Oh, it's like lube. I don't even know how you're supposed to... That is taking off the foundation. That is... Can you see? It's like that bronzer. And no, this is not the one. But you know what? I'm just going to put it on the other side. I love that blob of foundation I've just got on my hand. Yeah, that is taking away all the coverage that I didn't have to begin with, but should we try and put a bit in my inner corner? Let's try and do that. Whoa, that was way too much. That was way too much, but we've got to match it on the other side. We'll do a bit down the nose. It just looks greasy. Like it looks like I've put Vaseline on my face, and that is how it feels as well. It is not the one. Right, let's move on to mascara. My fingers are just slimy. I'm gonna wipe it on my tights. Oh, not a fan. Not a fan. Do not get that highlighter unless you like to have a slimy face, right? I'm sorry about that noise. So it's... I was gonna say it's a decent wand, but like I don't know. Until I try it out, I don't know. Right. Oh my god, I'm looking in this mirror and that highlighter in my inner corners is... And on my nose, that... No. That is not... And there! My god, that is... No. Let's use this mascara. Right, well it's very separating. It is separating. It isn't... I don't know why I sniffed it, but that smells like a disease. Yeah, it's separating. It's not giving me crazy amounts of volume, but I've just realised, have I been filming this with my face like that the whole time? Because that'll probably be better to watch. Yeah, I'm not in love with this mascara. Right. I'm really not feeling this look. Right. I did buy a lipstick, but I genuinely... There it is. So this lipstick is a lip butter and it's like a crayon-y thing. And I got this one because there was one that I'd tried a few years ago. I think it was Clinique that had done one, and Clinique is like crazy expensive. And it looked very similar to this. So if this is like that, then that is going to save me a lot of money. It's quite sheer in colour. Like there's not a lot of colour coming off, but it's sort of like my lips but better. Like I do quite like that. That is quite pretty. I think I will get a bit of use out of that. Right, so that is the finished look. I've just dribbled. That was attractive. That's finished look. Let me just bring you closer. The eyeshadow, other than the inner corner highlight, that's okay. Like I would go out with my eyes like that, providing I didn't have that highlighter there. The eyebrows are shimmery. So, and I can't do eyebrows. Like eyebrows is not my skill. I can't do makeup. Like why am I doing this video? But yeah, the eyes, I can live with that. Mascara, if you were doing a no makeup look, that mascara would be perfect for you. But that lipstick, I highly recommend that. Like that is really pretty. Highlighter, don't do it. Do not do it. The bronzer, see, I think the bronzer would probably be okay if you were a little bit deeper skin tone than me, but I am very pale, so it's not the best. Foundation, don't do it. Just don't. Like you can get a Revolution foundation for like a £5, so just do that. That foundation, no, not the one. But really, like this full face of makeup, let me just add it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like £6–7 for a full face of makeup. Like really, you cannot complain. Like if I added together all the makeup that I use on a daily basis, like it's probably over £100. So if you want cheap makeup, try them out. For the sake of £1, you may as well just give them a go. If you don't like it, you haven't lost much money, but definitely give that lipstick a go. I think it's really good. So that is the end of today's video, and I will see you all next time. Bye.